Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another, different actually, piece of content for you guys today. So as you guys know, I feature the top 5 on my channel, but sometimes you guys send in clips that are just so incredible and so long that it's hard to kind of put them in a top 5 episode. And Nesquik Kid sent in a clip for the top 5, and it was such an amazing fight that I just wanted to feature the clip by itself. So this is the first time that I've had the opportunity to do kind of a solo PvP commentary featuring just one other content creator. So a massive shout out to Nesquik Kid for sending in this absolutely incredible fight on his Stamina Nightblade. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel down below in the description, guys. He's got not only the build video for this build, but he's got a ton of PvP gameplay as well as build videos for you guys to check out. So be sure to check this man's channel out. And without further ado, let's begin. And right off the bat, Nesquik has already massacred the front end of this AD group down in the sewers, and he just keeps working down towards the AD spawn here, gets a great off-balance stun out of stealth there with his surprise attack, and just puts huge damage into that guy, bringing him down. And now he's going to get this guy with the fear, go for the surprise attack, the light attack weave as well, and oh man, this guy just doesn't have the healing power to out-heal it. He tries to go for the heals there, but Nesquik just tears through him, and he's just going to go for a little bit of a check around the bodies here, make sure no one's rezzing. And as he comes back here, he sees a few AD players hanging around these bodies, gets a huge Dawnbreaker combo out of stealth on that guy, just a nice, beautiful kill, and then brings the next target down there, and he's just going to start working on the next kill here, just dots up the first guy, but sees this guy in the back trying to go for the res. Nesquik just dodging the incoming attacks, getting into his cloak there, and going for the surprise attack out of cloak there. Really nice damage, goes for the fear, but can't stick the combo on this guy here, just taking a lot of stun pressure from the group, and he's just being really kitey here. He's playing that faster, higher damage, medium armor build, just going for that huge burst out of stealth. Oh my gosh, nuking that poor guy down, and he's going to reset here with this potion and his buffs, and just re-engage with the yellow group. Go for the dot up on this Sork here. He's trying to eye up the res. He sees this guy poking his light attacks at the body on the ground. That usually means he's going for the res there. Nesquik just takes the wrecking blow there, but stays on top of the Sork. And Nesquik is just able to keep rotating on him. The other yellow player's too slow to react, and he gets right back into stealth, dotting up the next player here, and just opening with the heavy attack. Goes for the ambush as well. There's the Dawnbreaker, but he gets hit by the fear off the Necro Totem there. He's just going to reset with his heal and then go right back into cloak. And I love how aggressive Nesquik is being here. He's just going right through the group. Instead of opting to hide in the tunnel there, he just goes right through the back end of the group, seeing the sweeper spawn as well. He's going to get a good split on these guys, and there we see he's got 2 players on top of him. He opens on the first guy there, and goes to the back here, sees another yellow player, but decides he's going to deal with these 2 guys first, and just goes for the dot up. This guy actually dodging the poison injection out of stealth there, and Nesquik's just going to go back into cloak. He's very low on stamina here, and he just does a few heavy attacks off on the NPCs there, and just waits for the yellow to progress. This guy's sneaking through here. Oh my gosh, he gets pulled out of sneak by Nesquik in cloak. He hits him with the stun and the Dawnbreaker. Oh man, you can never be too careful, and that guy goes down, and now Nesquik's going to start picking on more guys on the end of this Zerg here. Just a little bit of lag there. I think it was just on Nesquik's camera, and I don't think in-game he had some lag, but he decided to not stick on that kill, and actually runs into this guy in the tunnel here, just picks off a nice kill there with his surprise attack, and he's just going to, I guess, set a few skills or something there, and then just re-engage with the yellow players, gets a nice stun on this guy into the Dawnbreaker, stunning the players behind him as well. But there we see the Necro control going down. Necro just putting a lot of snare there on top of Nesquik, but he manages to roll out, and again he decides to split through the group instead of retreating through the tunnels that he came from, and he manages to just get a good split on them. Really good stuff, and he's got the a few players chasing him through the tunnels here. He just throws the poison injection down, and he's going to come back around the corner here, wait in stealth to re-engage with these guys, and they come around the corner. Nesquik gets a massive Dawnbreaker into the surprise attack, finishing off one of the yellow players there. He's going to reset his buffs again, and oh my lord, look at this. He made the right move, being so cautious here. The entire yellow group just comes pouring through the tunnel there, and Nesquik manages to kite out again, get back into stealth, and he heads to the top of the of this wooden structure here, and he's going to engage with these guys. Absolutely fearless going in. A huge Dawnbreaker combo. Again, going for the surprise attack. One player down. Nesquik not sticking for the kill on the second player there. He's very low HP, but Nesquik knows that it's too dangerous to stick around, and he goes for the kite again. Really nice gameplay, changing directions as he enters stealth and gets a good open on that Sork, but again, he doesn't stick to the kill because he's running lower on stamina here, and he's just going to reset his buffs and see if anybody overextends and follows him, and one player does. The enemy Nightblade opening out of stealth there. Nesquik just goes into cloak himself, gets that nice surprise attack stun into the Dawnbreaker, and down that guy goes. And, well, Nesquik decides he's got his stamina back up. Time to re-engage with these guys. Gets a great stun off on this guy out of stealth there. The enemy player going for a few panic rolls, but Nesquik jumping on top of him with the gap closer there into the surprise attack and brings that one down. Goes for the poison injection here into the fear, and then the surprise attacks to finish off the next target, and he dots up the next guy with the poison injection there. And the NPC actually dumping the negate on Nesquik there, just going for that nifty little target change, but Nesquik manages to go for the stealth there into the stun, into his Dawnbreaker again, and the Necro just trying to block out the damage, but is unable to keep himself alive. And this enemy Nightblade just engages from stealth here, but doesn't re-engage with Nesquik, so he just continues to work his way back towards the AD tunnels here to see how this huge Zerg has kind of spread out here. Opens on the first guy here out of stealth. This guy responds with some nice strong heals, but Nesquik just opening right again out of stealth on him, just keeping the pressure up, and now we've got other players throwing those big stealth detects down. Nesquik taking a lot of damage from an enemy Nightblade out of stealth there as well, and he's going to go for the kite and split through the enemy group again. Really nice stuff. The importance of this, of course, is that it makes it hard for the enemy player who's throwing those stealth detects down to know where Nesquik's going to go if he continues to move behind where the enemy group is. And now he gets back into the tunnel here, seeing so many players in stealth back on that ledge there. He decides, okay, let's try to kite a few of these guys out, and one player gets kited out here. Nesquik with a nasty stun out of stealth into that Dawnbreaker. A nice clean kill on the 5-star player there, and he's just gonna open up on the next guys in the tunnel here, resetting his buffs again, and just being patient with these yellow. They're now kind of waiting for him. He's been terrorizing these guys for quite some time, and there's a lot of them sitting around here out of stealth and in stealth, and Nesquik right away doesn't even try to engage with them. He knows there's so many players there, so he just gets to the back end and then starts from the back end again. A really nice combo on the player in the back there, picking him for a few stones again, and then getting back into stealth and just trying to pull this yellow group apart. And look at this, they're piling up, man. The stealth detect's coming down. Nesquik, absolutely fearless, goes for the engagement there. They throw the stealth detect down, and finally they get the pop on him, and he just goes for that shuffle and sprints right back into the tunnel here, managing to kite his way out again. And, well, he's just going to be patient and wait for the yellow to re-engage. This enemy Nightblade, again out of stealth. Nesquik teaching him a lesson with that really nice counter stun. Hits him with the Dawnbreaker, and down he goes from the surprise attacks. And Nesquik's just going to reset his buffs and stuff. The yellow players still waiting in the tunnel here. This guy tries to go for the res, and Nesquik just gives him a poke with the arrow, but doesn't go for any offensive pressure. That guy's got 45k HP. Oh, my gosh. Nesquik finds a nice target to attack there. The enemy player going for the soul assault there, but I think that was the very tanky player's soul assault. Nesquik just not taking a lot of damage at all from that, resetting his buffs and re-engaging with these guys, and just taking a stun as they pop him out of stealth there again. And he's going to go for that cloak and the direction change, getting behind the enemy player. Such a clean combo there. The guy didn't even see it coming. And now this guy's going to go for the res. And again, just a beautiful bait, getting the stun off that surprise attack there, going for the combo again to bring that guy down. And Nesquik's just going to reset his buffs here, go for the kite up the staircase, and then go into stealth and go back behind these guys again. Just beautiful stuff, going right away on top of the enemy Templar, who's dropping those stealth detects, the almost 15k Dawnbreaker crit. Oh my lord. That poor guy gets melted. Nesquik bringing him down. Now he's got two players left to deal with here. A nice fear covering both players there and just working this guy with surprise attacks, putting the pressure in. The clan fear jumping in to help as well. And Nesquik just putting the work in to try to bring down this guy. He's got a lot of HP, but not a lot of healing power. And there he finally finishes that guy off, and then moves on to the next guy here. Just taking too many stuns from this clan fear. He's just going to quickly finish off the clan fear. The enemy Nightblade ends up sneaking away. I think it's a Nightblade. No, it's not. He just sprints off. He's got a lot of HP as well. Nesquik hits him with the fear, goes for the surprise attacks, the dot up. Wow, and just absolutely melts through that guy like butter. and cleans them up. Now he's still got a lot of yellow players towards the boss here, and they're seeing some of the dead bodies here, and some of them have moved on as well. Nesquik opens on the first player here, just dotting him up right away, and now he's going to open out of stealth, the ambush into the surprise attack. Good damage there, tries to go for the fear, but the enemy player sidesteps the fear, goes for the leap, and now we got another player coming out of stealth as well, and Warden it looks like, and Nesquik's just going to reset his buffs here. We got a third player coming out of stealth too. And Nesquik's just going to be patient. He's looking for a good target to pick here. He's found his target, trying to get that heavy attack open on this guy there. Does the ambush, gets the ambush again, but has to dodge the incoming attacks. And there we see a nice clean stun off the surprise attack, clipping him with the second cancel into the roll. And down that guy goes, kiting out the Sork a bit here, breaking the stun. And there we see another nice surprise attack out of stealth, going for pressure on the Sork now. The enemy sorcerer just pounding the shields here, but Nesquik gets a beautiful crit, finishing off that enemy Sork. He's got one player left, but another yellow player just entering the fight, and Nesquik hits this guy with the fear, sees the other yellow player here, quickly poking off the enemy NPC there, so he doesn't have to take damage from the scam, hits the other player with the fear, bringing him down, and now back to fighting this other player here. Nesquik just going to rotate the dots on him again. He's keeping an eye on the tunnel behind him. Notice how he keeps swinging his camera around. He's making sure to just watch both tunnels, not that tunnel, but the other tunnel as well, just making sure to keep awareness of where the enemy players are, especially that tunnel where the AD spawn is. And Nesquik finishing off the last player there as more AD players start to work their way out of the tunnel. Perfect timing here. He's going to open out of stealth, a nice off-balance stun again, and going for that surprise attack pressure, but this guy fairly chunky. Nesquik decides to go for the dot up, and now his friendly player coming to join the fight. Oh my gosh, and he's on a Dragon Knight. There we see the leap. Nesquik just capitalizing on that stun with the surprise attack to finish off that yellow player, and now they're going to push into these yellow guys here. And right away, a big Dawnbreaker combo into the surprise attack. One yellow player down again. And Nesquik's just going to turn around, go for the pressure on this guy in the back here. Hits him with the fear, and then goes for the surprise attacks. Just about to get the kill, but the enemy player just getting into Werewolf at the last moment there. That gives him a little bit of immunity. Now a red player jumping into the fight as well. Nesquik and his friendly blue player quickly going for pressure on the red. I think the red player wanted to try to take down Nesquik's friendly player here just as his HP was low there, but they do a good job fencing that guy off, and then right back to fighting these yellow as they continue to kind of pour out of this gate here. Another yellow player down from the friendly leap. Nesquik goes for the surprise attack on this guy here. This guy fairly tanky, but there we see a beautiful fear, the dot up from the DK as well, and the surprise attack to finish him off. One yellow player trying to sneak by the edge of the sewer here. No, you don't. There's the Dawnbreaker. That guy goes down as well, and Nesquik just does a little peek through the tunnels here to make sure that there's no yellow players that have escaped. And here we go. More players coming out of the spawn spot here. Nesquik just going for the dot up. Begins to rotate his combo on this guy. And the friendly player actually opening up that chest. Getting that sweet, sweet Imperial City loot. Unfortunately, though, too many yellow players engaging here. And he's going to be unable to do it. But there we see again. What a nasty combo out of stealth. Nesquik just nuking that poor guy. And now they're just going to go for the target synchro on the next yellow player there. Bringing him down as well. Nesquik goes for the DK here, just dotting him up again, and working this guy here, goes into cloak, and actually decides to go help out his friendly player here, gets a nice stun on this guy, wants to go for that combo again, but the enemy player's hitting that counter stun, and there we see the Dawnbreaker, the leap from the Dragon Knight. And, well, I'm going to let the rest of the fight play out for you guys. Again, a massive shout out to Nesquik Kid. Thank you so much for sending in this clip. It was an absolutely incredible fight. And, of course, I implore you guys to check out Nesquik Kid's YouTube channel. He's got not only this build and gameplay of this guy in action, but he's got gameplay of all the other classes as well as tons of builds as well. So be sure to check out his YouTube channel. We've got links down in the description below. But, yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff, man, and thank you so much for sending it in again. Now, if you guys are interested in sending in your own clips to be featured on the channel, or if you guys want to send in a build to be featured, you can send that to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. More information and, of course, some links down in the description below for you guys. If you guys are interested in any live gameplay from me, or if you guys just want to come and chat, you can always check out my Twitch, a link down in the description for that as well. We are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers, and they give me better ping to my favorite games. They are totally free to try for the first 30 days via the link below. So if you guys want to give them a shot, no harm, no foul. And last but certainly not least, if you guys really love the show and you want to help support it, you can always become a patron on Patreon. Without your help, I wouldn't be able to do this job that I love so much. So thank you guys so much for helping out. Thank you guys so much just for tuning in. Thanks again, Nesquik, for this amazing fight, and have a great night, everyone.